I'd like to share a little bit, if I may, about what I've learned going through BCG immunotherapy for bladder cancer. For those of you that don't know, they take a medicine and they put it into your bladder, and it causes the bladder to have an immune reaction. It's for non-muscle invasive bladder cancer. I've gone through it for a year and a half now. The experience has changed over time. What I've noticed mainly is it is getting progressively worse as far as the allergic reaction. When I first started in 2024, January of 2024, I would get a minor allergic reaction, scratchy throat. I could tell that something was happening. I had no idea that it would get so much worse after a year and a half. But the first few times, I've had a total of 15 so far, but the first few times I stayed about the same. It really wasn't a terrible allergic reaction. I know I felt different. It put me down for about 24 hours. It was tolerable, let's say. Now, after the 15th, which I just had my 15th one about a week ago, the month that I have to go through it has gotten progressively worse as far as symptoms. It actually puts me down for a significant amount of time. Let's say it doesn't stop me, but I have a very serious reaction to it now, which was a little alarming at first because the last time I actually urinated blood about 2 weeks ago, I'm not sure if that was from the catheter. I call them conscious catheters. Maybe the abrasion when it went in. It's possible, but I feel like that this actually came straight from my bladder due to the allergic reaction in my bladder. So what I've learned on that is a few different things over time. At first, before I have my cancer therapy, I get depressed and anxious because I've been no evidence detected for going on 2 years now, and I haven't had any recurrence of bladder cancer. But every time I get into my therapy, which happens twice a year now, I'm reminded that I still have cancer. So depression and anxiety definitely come with it. Be ready for that, and please consult your support system and your physician and your therapist if you need to. For symptoms, always some kind of over-the-counter pain reliever. Anything that you can tolerate, anything that helps swelling or pain, I'd make that a regular thing. That's what I do because my bladder ends up hurting for almost an entire month at this point. So be ready for that. There's actually a product called AZO or Azo that you can get over the counter that I just found that I wish that I would have found a year and a half ago. But it's I'm not sure exactly what it is, and like always, consult your physician before you take anything. But I was actually prescribed a prescription strength version of it when I had my surgery. So now they sell it over the counter, and it helps with spasms, pain. It just kind of releases everything down there. For anybody that's been through BCG therapy and they're responsive, possibly they know what I'm referring to. So AZO, you can look back on my videos, and I've done at least one video on it, and I will do more because it's amazing. What I didn't notice at first, I guess maybe the shock of cancer made me feel like too consumed with everything, and I could only pay attention to different things kind of one at a time. It's kind of how my mind worked. But I got cancer, and then I was having digestive issues, intestinal issues primarily, not so much stomach issues, but intestinal, if you can understand what I'm getting at. It was just absolutely unbearable. I didn't personally go get any medication for it because I'm trying to get off of medication. I don't want to be on too much. That's just a personal choice of mine. So I tried to adjust my diet, and now looking back at it, I was wrong about a whole bunch of things that were going on digestively. When you're going through BCG, please keep in mind that if you have diarrhea or digestive upset, pain, abdominal pain, bladder pain, this whole area becoming very sensitive when you go through BCG therapy, please remember that there is a possibility that it is the therapy. Like I said, I kind of miss things every once in a while. I was consumed with a lot of different stuff at that point, and now all of a sudden it's like, wow, the BCG was like making my whole intestines and digestive tract inflamed. It makes sense. My bladder's inflamed, my digestive system becomes inflamed around it. So I'm going to try next time. I actually have 6 months before my next BCG treatment. But I'm going to probably try more Pepto-Bismol. I think that that's actually kind of a double-edged sword. I feel as if constipation can sometimes be worse. So whatever works good for you, just be proactive. I did have a tendency to, I don't know, I'm 49 years old and I've taken a lot of aspirin and medication in my life, and I was trying not to. But in some cases, you really have to get that over-the-counter medication. Then maybe get with your GP and see if maybe there's something else if it gets too bad, because I had digestive issues for quite a while, and I could have taken care of them earlier, but I was a little bit stubborn. So keep that in mind when it comes to your cancer, and as always, be healthy, everybody, and have a safe and happy weekend.